about last night's game?
I think the Pacers did a good job of really making their adjustments to what we put out there on the floor, and they try to expose our weaknesses.
Defensively, would you say wasn't one of, at least second half, wasn't one of the better?
But we just didn't do a good job of communicating. You know, they ran a few plays that put us in rotation, and our rotations weren't quite there. So as of lately, we've been playing okay defense. Not great, but better. And they kind of exposed us, and I think we cleaned it up today.
After the game, Allen talked about, kind of pointedly about, team looking lackadaisical in the second half, especially coming out at halftime. How do you feel about that? I mean, it's pretty pointed, kind of criticism there.
Nothing wrong with that at all. I think we have the effort, and we go out there and we play hard. We just, have to show a little fire in our eyes, killer instinct a little bit more. So, I can agree with that.
Lou talked about having the fire today, guys being chippy and kind of yelling at each other. Does that ever carry over into games?
Well, I think we need to carry it over. I think you can have that at times with teams where guys are fighting for minutes, guys are fighting for their livelihoods in practice, and they tend to go after each other a little bit. And game time it should be the same, but I can see how it is a little bit more chippier in practice. But definitely, we were communicating and we were going after each other today, and we just got carried over.
Does personality, like different personalities, factor into who people are on the floor? Like some people are big-time talkers, and some people are just quieter people. Do you think personality matters?
I don't think it should matter. The game of basketball is, it's a few things. It's talent, and then there's a mental part of the game. There's basic instincts where how do you react to certain things, and there's a lot of fundamental things that everyone does the same. So, you could be a quiet person, but you can talk and say pick and roll's coming. So I don't think personality is a big thing. I think it's just communicating and understanding the game plan and trying to follow it through.
Can you say a little about Brandon Jennings, what you've seen in him? Because when we saw him opening night, it was his first NBA game.
I think a very solid player. He has good fundamentals. People talk about how he's got good ball handling skills and he's tricky with the ball and he's flashy. But I think he doesn't have as much flash. He has those one or two moments in the game, and people that might overshadow the skills that he actually has. He can come off pick and roll and shoot. He can find an open man, gets to a certain spot on the floor, and he's going to be a real good player in this league.
Has this season been a puzzle, disappointment to you?
It's been a puzzle. Trying to figure things out, trying to get on the same page with everybody. Dealing with injuries, dealing with different changes that have been made. But it's like that every season. This year it's just been a little different, and the losing kind of affects you a little bit more. Whereas in the past we've been able to get out of it a little bit faster. This year we just haven't been able to, put that 8-game win streak together.
Because you anticipated so much more this season, coming off last season.
I don't know if I anticipated that much more. I definitely thought coming in this year we had some new roles that a different guy was going to fill. We didn't, it was kind of like question marks. We knew what the guy was capable of. Some guys were capable of, but they have different roles. So we lost a little bit too. So I don't know if I would say I thought we were going to be, the number 1 or 2 seed in the East, but I definitely thought we'd be a playoff team.
But you didn't think it'd be 15 and 29.
No, I definitely didn't think that. Definitely, you never go into the season thinking you're going to lose. But looking back, I see some of the trouble we're having and mistakes we're making. It's not like I'm shocked, but I am surprised at our record.
You've been a consistently 46 to 48% shooter from the field in your career here. Right now, I think you've been around like 42, 43%. Is that and it has nothing to do with your three-point shooting. Your three-point shooting percentage is right at where you usually are. Is this a sign of less transition? I mean, what do you think that points to?
I mean, you can point to anything. I don't look into numbers that much. Because some guy may have 40 points one night and he only have made 6 or 7 baskets. So I really don't look into numbers. It could be a mix of anything. Not getting a lot of transition points. Uh, you know, uh, Taking a lot of tough shots into the quarters. Taking half-court shots, uncalled for shots. So, I don't really look into that.
Thanks, man.